Good morning. Good morning. There's apparently still a giant frog in my throat, or just like a lot of phlegm. Haha. Too much information for sure, but I've been dealing with a cough for, I want to say going on a week and a half. But anyway, apologies for sounding like a giant frog. Good morning. I haven't done a Facebook Live in so long, or an Instagram Live, so I wanted to say hello, check in with you guys, sniffle a bit, totally annoy the crap out of you. You know, just the typical things that one does on Facebook Live. Oh, comment number 1 from Brian saying it's snowing here in Chicago. That stinks. It's like real cold and snowing. Here in San Diego, over the weekend, I think it was like nearing 90 degrees. If anyone has any tips besides going to the doctor, which everybody has told me to do to get rid of this hacking cough, please let me know. I've done the saltwater gargle trick. Any Polish people out there where your parents made you do that like onion soup? It was like some sort of onion concoction, and then they would put a towel over your head and then make you inhale this onion juice. Anybody else? Was I the only one where my mother tortured me with that, with the onion juice? Buenos dias, Joey. Anyway, today's Veterans Day. Are you guys working today? It is also Polish Independence Day. So shout out to all my Poles out there. I've gotten to the point where this isn't like a sexy, like phone operator voice. It just sounds like I have phlegm in my throat. So we've like bypassed the sexy stage and we're just like in this disgusting phlegm stage. But I for some reason refuse to go to the doctor. I'm like, it's gonna go away. It's gonna go away. Vitamin E, someone is telling me to take. Oh, okay. Rich Anthony says, one of your exes, how many are there? I mean, I'm 35 years old. You would think that I have like a decent amount of ex lovers, boyfriends, partners, however you want to call it. He's probably not watching right now, but he's someone that I'm friends with, and I went to his wedding. So it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Ricky, if you're watching. I'm just curious to know, do people reach out to their exes and wish them a happy birthday? Because I truly wish that my exes would all reach out to me on my day of birth, but they don't. I'm pretty sure they have my number blocked. Sometimes that's how it goes when you have an ex, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, what's not going away? My throat isn't going away. Anyway, who's working today on Veterans Day? Raise your hand. There are a lot of deals for veterans today, so make sure you take advantage. Thank a veteran today as well. If you're Polish, or if you're in Chicago and everybody's Polish, it is Polish Independence Day, so you can totally impress your friends and be like, happy Polish Independence Day, buddy. Ooh, we've got someone from Polish. Leszek Zenkiewicz, hi lady. Happy Independence Day, 1918. Uriel Hernandez is asking if I'm single. No. Anywho, I'm just super excited to be back live. Ooh, we've got good morning from Crown Point, Indiana. Someone on Instagram, PPVJR, is saying I should have cinnamon tea with lemon and honey and a bit of sugar. Uriel Hernandez doesn't talk to any of his exes. I'm having 50 conversations at once here. One, we're talking about the disgusting phlegm in my throat and how to get rid of it. Number 2, do you wish your exes a happy birthday on their birthday? Because it's one of my exes' birthdays today. And y'all are asking how many exes I have. Should we count them? If we're counting serious exes, hold on. Watch the train of thought in my head. Watch my eyes go. I only have 5 serious exes, 5, where they were very serious relationships where I thought that I was going to marry these people, or I did marry them. Really, semantics, details, the details don't matter here. I mean, how many exes should I be having at this age? Is there a standard number? How many exes do you have and how old? Oh, this actually, I'm very curious. How many exes do you have and how old are you? So like, John is 35 years old and has 4 exes. I'm super curious. I have 5. 5 of the real serious persuasion, where you say like, I love you, blah, 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 all that stuff. Ron, dzień dobry. Thank you for using a little Polish there. John is saying I should gargle with Jack Daniels. I've yet to try the gargling with Jack Daniels, but I did do the gargle with the salt water. Jorge Gomez says apple cider vinegar. Why is the color all off? I actually drink apple cider vinegar on the reg. You can tell I'm old. On the regular. So hopefully that helps. But I did skip the apple cider vinegar and was doing like probiotic stuff, vitamin C. So maybe I should get back on the apple cider vinegar train. Okay. Ooh. Michael Ida says I'm 57 and has too many exes to count. Oh, I love this. Uriel says I have 4 exes. I'm 30. See, I feel like I'm right on track. 35 years old, encroaching 36 with about 5 serious exes. James says I have 3 exes. I'm so sorry I lost the first one. The others keep on booking. I don't know what that means. Nicholas Bucaro says 2 serious exes and never wish them a happy birthday, but I do wish them well. Bob Fidelity says I have 1 ex and I am 40. Jean Smith says I'm 59 and so many exes, but I married my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 26 years. How do you have so many exes if you've been married 26 years? That math doesn't add up and gives me pause for concern. What about you people on Instagram? PPVJR25 says he's 33 years old and has 2 exes. Hey Dad married his first love 26 years ago. Can I ask you guys a very serious question? I know a couple of people who have met someone in high school and have stayed together for the most part and married their high school sweetheart. Is there anyone out there that is willing to admit that they regret dating their high school sweetheart and not experiencing dating other people? Now, the reason I ask this, I think it's super, like, how romantic is it to say, hey, I married my high school sweetheart, the first person I've been with, the only person I've been with, but also that's beautiful and awesome. But have you ever kind of stood back and wished that you would have dated other people and just seen what's out there? Because I also know people who have been together since high school, college, but then took, a 5, 7, 10-year hiatus and then came back to one another, which I think is kind of cool because they were together. They were their first loves. They went out into the world. They got to experience other people, other things, because you want to see what's out there. You want to see what you like, what traits you like, what works, what doesn't, and then they realize, no, I'm going to settle for you. It's probably not what they were thinking. Or they're like, ain't nobody better than you out there, so I'm gonna hitch my wagon to you. I'm just super curious if anyone kind of wished, hey, I do love my high school sweetheart, I'm glad we're together, but also it would have been nice to kind of sow some wild oats out there. That's a saying, right? People say that, sow their wild oats. Mike Reynolds says, I have 2 ex-wives. He says wives. They flew off on their brooms. Ooh, ouch, Michael. I'm gonna whip out the Michael for that comment. John Koziarski, 60 years old and 20 exes. 20? Leszek says, I always try to send birthday wishes to my ex because it was a very good day for us. Better to remember it like it was. I totally agree. I do, depending on your situation with your ex. I don't understand why people talk poorly about them, because it looks kind of bad on you for staying with them for so long if they suck so bad, you know what I'm saying? So I have nothing but praise for my exes in case they're watching. Love you guys, you're awesome. Anyway, back to this throat issue I have. Michael Retka says, I've also heard of gargling hydrogen peroxide. James is 71 years old and has only had 3 exes. Anna, good morning, Anna, says never really had any exes. I'm 25 years old. Marco is 33 years old and has had 4 exes. Jean Smith, I'm 59 and have many exes. Oh yeah, I read that comment. Cindy Petrasso, hi Cindy. All my exes live in Texas, for real, LOL, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend. It's kind of nice when your ex lives in another state, because then you know you're not going to run into them. Although sometimes, like, if you know you're looking bomb and you're doing well in life, you kind of wish you would run into your ex. So one of my exes years ago, do you ever like dream about when I run into my ex, it's gonna be like up in the club and I'm gonna like be looking real sexy and I'm gonna really show him what he's missing? Well, that didn't happen. I ran into my ex on the street after I worked out and had washed my face. It was literally, I was red and splotchy, pretty sure I had snot in my nose. Tears were running down my face because I just worked out and it was like cold out. And so I run into my ex on the street and he's like, hey, what's wrong with you? So that's really not the ideal situation for running into an ex. He probably bless the Lord for walking away from me at that moment in time. It never happens how you want it to happen. That's what I'm saying. Both in love and breakups. Johnny C says I'm 30 and had like a couple hundred. I'm talking about like serious exes that you love. That you loved. You thought you were going to marry. You wanted their children. You wanted to make children with them. Make children. Whatever. Marco Nunez says 4 exes and 1 why. Why did I marry you? Oh no. What time is it, y'all? Jeff Paul says your ex is the snow because you got nothing but sun. Rusty Cleaver says good morning. I often wish my exes happy birthday. They're all great people actually. Well, most of them. When am I coming home? John Calhoun is asking. I actually am coming back to Chicago. Speaking of boogers, I think I have one here. I actually am coming back to Chicago in December. So I will be back with my family for about a week. So I'm super excited. However, I don't have any winter gear here. So I'm gonna have to buy a coat. That's a whole other long story where my winter stuff went. I'll tell you guys another time. Anyway, so I am coming back the first week of December. Please do a voodoo dance, do an anti-snow dance, ask Cheryl Scott or ask Mike Kaplan, your favorite meteorologist out there, to make it not be like horrible and snowing when I come home, because I would like to avoid that. It can snow when I'm home, but I don't want it to be snowing when I'm flying, etc. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, good morning to you. Happy Monday. It's Veterans Day, obviously, so thank a veteran. Tons of veteran deals out there today, so make sure you find them if you can take advantage. Today is also Polish Independence Day, so this is a really big deal for Polish people out there. Ironically, many things happening today in addition to those, including one of my ex's birthdays. So happy birthday to you, dear sir. I'll have to text him after this. John Gutierrez says, I second that. I'll be driving back to Illinois from Arizona the second week of December. Don't want to snow on the drive. We've got Big 4179 checking in from Jersey. Tanya says it's snowing here in the Chi and the roads are horrible. 24 degrees. I will be super honest, I do not miss that. Is that bad to say? I mean, I miss home for sure. I had like a homesick day the other day, but it feels like home here, which is amazing. Ooh. But I definitely don't miss the snow. All right, it is 5:15. I have to go gear up for the show. If you're in San Diego, tune in to CBS right now until 7, and then from 7 to 9, we'll be on the CW again. It is Veterans Day, so thank you for your service. It is Polish Independence Day, and if y'all got an ex who has a birthday today, give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a little shout out. Ooh, real quick, did you hear about that glitch from, I think it was some cell phone carrier where a lot of people sent out text messages on Valentine's Day? And apparently those text messages didn't go through until like yesterday from last year. So a lot of people were receiving old Valentine's Day text messages from their exes, from people who had passed away. It was really creepy, but then I thought to myself, this is a really good excuse. If you want to text your ex and see if they're going to text you back, you text them, and then if they text you back saying, please don't bother me, you just say, oh, sorry, that was just like a glitch from my cell phone carrier. I actually sent you that text 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I offer that little nugget to you that you may use it for good, not for evil. Don't use that information for evil. Mike Reynolds, I had a woman about 2 years ago that was post this with me, called me 30 times a day, don't want me to go fishing and would not leave me alone. Well, I'm gonna end it on that note. Don't marry a woman who won't let you go fishing. Right? It's pretty good life advice, I think. So anyway, goodbye. Peace out. Love you.